fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Looking for Boston, intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Hurts. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll let it fly for Austin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, this is Harris. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Pushes him over. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 61 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
11.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 74 yards rushing for him in his first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his man Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12,
Burrow. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Burrow looking to pass.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point, and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Out to his left. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And some space here. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11.
Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Burrow on play action. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Joe Burrow. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Hurts. He'll let it fly for Austin. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hurts throw brought in by Austin.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Hurts.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
11 empty.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Mighty. Stop.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Finding space at the 40.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 29, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll roll him out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, that's all about moving the pocket on 3rd down so the defenders can't just go to one spot and find the quarterback. Bootlegged him out to his right against the grain, able to spot the open man, and got it to him for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he fires one incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11, 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, they're happy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And Wilson with it, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an idiot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the outside linebacker, dropping it for a loss of 6. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Hurts sets up to throw it. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll let it fly for Austin. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop them. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, the 30, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run again with Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.